there is a large age range of people of both gender that like thriller films. However, as my group and I are creating thriller opening sequence, I will need to take into consideration the target audience we're watching a thriller film. It is important we make sure we have the correct target audience. We make sure that content involved is appropriate for the audience watching. For example, our target audience are age 15 and above, so we make sure what we include is appropriate for them, such as violence that won't be overly exposed. This is a conventional to a thriller film, as the audience will find this entertaining, which will attract the audience to continue watching the thriller film.
The BBFC stands for British Board of Film Classification, which was set up in 1912 by the Film Institute. The BBFC is responsible for the national classification of films within the United Kingdom. They have the power to ban, cut and censor films that have been passed. Their role is to protect the public from anything that is offensive or could cause any harm to their viewers by making the right choices to protect all viewers. The current age ratings are U, P, 12, 12A, 15, 18 and R 18.
The different age certificates include a U, which is aimed at audiences aged 4 and over and should be set within a positive moral framework, offering reassurance counterbalances to any violence, threat or horror. A PG film is suitable for general viewing, however some scenes may be inappropriate for a young child. A PG should not disturb a child around aged 8 and over, however a parent is advised to consider whether the content is appropriate for their child. A 12A certificate advises that no one younger than 12 is able to see a 12A in cinema unless they are accompanied by an adult. A 12 film contains material which is only suitable for those aged 12 and over. Content may upset children under 12 and may be seen as unsuitable by many adults. A 15 film may touch on certain issues such as drugs and violence, however should not be promoted, influencing the youth. Frequent bad language and nudity can be shown, but only where appropriate. An 18 film may have content involving violence or dangerous acts, illegal drugs, sexual activity and criminal offence. However, these materials should not cause harm to public health or morals. These different age certificates can help producers and directors, as they know what content is appropriate to involve in films according to their age certificates. Therefore, the director is able to prevent inappropriate content from being filmed, and the producer is also able to decide whether the content or material could affect viewers' morals based on the age certificate's background. If they decide the content is not suitable, then they can ensure that it is not filmed or received by viewers.
The target audience of our thriller Insanity is teenagers of the age of 15 and or above. This is evident in the age classification we mutually agreed on, which was 15. It does not suit the 18 sector of thrillers, as there is no aspect within the opening that the BBFC classes as unsuitable for under 18s, for example, nudity or drugs. On the other hand, certain aspects allow our opening to overcome a lower rating, such as 12. There exist themes of psychology, violence and supernatural events, all of which the BBFC deem inappropriate for a child of 12 years. We're intending to attract within the audience people who are interested in subgenres of psychological, tragedy and supernatural. We've achieved this by matching conventions within the opening to conventions of each genre. Psychological is shown by the concept of a demented woman through her unpredictable actions. Tragedy is the obvious event in which Ivy dies, causing Max to lose his girlfriend. The anti-hero also experiences tragedy as her life drastically changed. We see this by comparing her state in her flashbacks to reality. The supernatural conventions are evident in the dead antagonist, though it's in the anti-hero's head, so links to psychological. Each idea presented here is of a typical thriller standard, so recognition of the subgenres is easy to achieve in terms of the audience's movie preferences.
When doing our secondary research, we identified other popular psychological thriller films that we could relate to. For example, The Black Swan, which is about a ballerina who is fighting with her inner demons, and Psycho, which is based around an obsessed psychopath who murders various young women. These thrillers all have a 15 rating due to the content and material involved, such as violence, nudity and drugs, which were touched upon. According to this, we will also give our thriller a 15 rating, so we can include the same materials in our production and target the young audience.
All of the characters are a representation of some kinds of people that may be in the audience or that they may know. The anti-hero is a person who made mistakes and resulted in a confused life. The antagonist, hurt by the actions of another, signifies the anger mixed with emptiness that this causes. The professor is all of the audience rolled into one character. Everyone curious as to what is going on, shown by his research. This will be interesting to watch and linked to real-life situations. Whether or not it will be enjoyed will be disguised by the initial confusion and shock we have planned to stir. Narrative is similar to the situation of the characters, as the basic plot is a genuine insight into one of the many outcomes of a love triangle. Our opening is an extreme case, so the severity could draw people away from the personal normal dilemmas. Themes ideally create the most feeling, as they include everything previously mentioned, like types of character and narrative. Our themes are love, the love triangle, death of the antagonist, and mental illness of the anti-hero. Betrayal could oppose the love theme, and family, the pregnancy, could oppose the death theme.